What's up guys, it's Chachi Power here to do a small review of the Super Gobots Zeemon friendly robot street machine. It almost sounds like I'm speaking Jamaican. Zeemon! Zeemon! But yeah, so here's the back of the box. I don't know what the hell that was. Very simple transformation, obviously. It goes from a upright robot into a nice Fairlady Z. Now the Fairlady is the Japanese name for the, I believe it was a 240Z. With different Z's, even up to the modern ones are called Fairladies. But here's the front again. You'll see it's a very weird looking thing. It's sort of like the what do you call it? The Ironhide and Ratchet of the G1, where it's just like the windshield being the head. But I think these look a little bit cooler than those. But yeah, these were very unloved. The Gobots, because you had the Transformers, you had Voltron, people weren't really into it, and then they were just adding weird stuff like this Zod. I don't even think that was really part of the Japanese side, the what do you call it, the Machine Robo. I may be wrong, but a lot of this stuff was licensed from Popey, which had the Machine Robo going on in Japan, so I think all the cool stuff came from that. And then whatever else they added like this was just invented for the show, Gobots. And I think really the downfall for Gobots was just how horrible the show was, because really the toys were pretty cool. I know a lot of them were very simple compared to Transformers. When you're talking about Super Gobots, they were actually really nice and loaded with diecast, which is one of the reasons I got this. Number one, I love Nissans, and number two, this is loaded with diecast. So it gives you a little bit of a backstory here. I like that it has this little window flap, which is really cool. Very collector-like for something that was sold to kids. And you get the little window here showing Zeemon and the 3 steps of transformation. It's not really 3 steps, but really it sort of is. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and open this. Now here's a little thing you guys should know. You've watched a lot of my videos. Things fall, things break, stuff like that. This was never touched by human hands, except on the outside, obviously. But never taken out of the box. Of course, I take it out to take pictures for my Facebook so I can show you guys in advance what was going on. And because the robot is top heavy, I kind of laid it against something like that. And as my daughter ran by, it toppled forward. I actually yelled like Darth Vader, "Moo!" As it fell. And when it fell, it did some damage to the inside of the styrofoam. Not too bad. But yeah, leave it to me to mess something up that's never been touched by human hands for 30 years, maybe? What year is this? I think it's 85. I'm looking at the year 84. So it survived all those freaking years, and 5 minutes into, not even 5 minutes, maybe a minute into me checking it out, it's on the floor. So here is Zeemon in his robot form. Let's get the camera down a bit, get eye level with him. So Zeemon, a lot of you people, including me as a kid, thought this was freaking ugly. I didn't want this. I wanted a Transformer that had an actual face. But as I grew older and start to like more of the older designs, I don't know why I didn't like it. And you probably still think that. Maybe even going back a few months, I would still consider this ugly. And if it wasn't for a review I saw in Collection DX, I probably would not have wanted it. But this thing, allow me to show you why it's cool. All right, number one, loaded with diecast. You got the hood, or you got the legs. I mean, it's, you know, let me see if there's anything on the here. No, that's probably it. But it feels really nice, and it's that kind of bare metal here that I love. I love the way that looks. This is actual chrome plastic. This is just bare metal. All right. Now you'll see the figure is somewhat ugly. You got the arms here, which are actually on ratchets. They don't ratchet the whole range. It's like right here's a ratchet, here's another one, then you got another one there. So it's like really like 4 ratchets throughout the range. And you have no knees, but the legs go forward. You have these little toes here that move, but that's really just part of the transformation. And aside from that, the robot really doesn't do much. You got the elbows, and these are really like those generic robot kind of arms. And you got these little skirts that just swing around. Not the prettiest thing ever, but I do like the way this is all molded back here. All these little panel lines are really cool looking. But not much to say, surprisingly. Not much to say. The paint is really nice. It's got a little weird bubble here. But other than that, really good paint job. And so what we're going to do is transform it. It's a very, very easy transformation. The head gets pushed back, I believe. Let's see if I can do that without breaking something. Alright, so the head moves back like that. Alright, then this just really folds forward like that. And as you can see, you pretty much have everything done. Your legs, just fold the feet in like that. Fold this in. Alright, get that right in there. And fold the arms. Kind of forgetting how the arms... Oh, there we go. That's how the arms go. Fold them in. Bring them in like that. And you have the Nissan 240Z Fairlady. Or Fairlady Z as it's known in Japan. Now what's cool is you'll see down here, it says Poppi, Japan, 1983. And right there, it says Fairlady 280Z. I'm sorry, this is a 280Z. And I believe that says Machine Robo DX. I'm not sure exactly what that says in Japanese, but this is a full-blown Japanese toy, Japanese quality, labeled as a Super Gobot here, where nobody would give two craps about it, but it's an absolutely cool toy. They're not exactly cheap on the aftermarket. They still demand quite a penny, but not what you would expect a vintage Transformer. Vintage Transformers go for $200, $300, $400, $500. You can get these for around $50, $40, whatever. Not too bad for such a cool toy, and it's loaded with diecast. To me, this is actually really cool. As a matter of fact, speaking of Fairlady Z's, you may recognize this mold if you're not into cars as the Smokescreen, Prowl. What's the other one? Blue Streak. You know, all those guys that were modeled after the Fairladies. And another cool thing is that there's an actual driver in there, a chrome driver, and you'll see it's a right-hand drive vehicle, just like in Japan, which is really, really cool. So yeah, so this is the Zeemon Super Gobots vehicle. Very nice, very heavy for its size, and just looks absolutely stunning in this red. But that's actually no, not yet, not yet. These are all the other Super Gobots. None of them have actual heads. You get the Baron Von Joy, which is a Porsche. You get the Zeemon, which I have with the Nissan. Hair Fiend, which is another Porsche, I think a 928. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. You get the Bug Bite, which surprisingly is a yellow Volkswagen, just like Bumblebee. Destroyer, which is a tank, and Psycho, which is like a sort of like a concept car. So I think these are probably some of the coolest from the line. I know a lot of you, if you came from the past or whatever, or you look back at Gobots now, you think they're corny. Really give them a chance, at least in Machine Robo form. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. Take a look right here how it gleams. And if you have any questions or comments, guys, leave them below as usual. And until next time, bye-bye.